Okay guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. Okay guys, so 2 minutes to market open. We are going to scalp trade the open FTSE 100 on the European Open. Then we're going to look to place an intraday trade after that. Okay, so I expect not necessarily fantastic open to scalp, but I certainly expect some very good opportunities, short opportunities intraday in the morning session. So let's get into the chat room. Let's get on with this. Okay, good morning guys. Okay guys, once we're finished scalp trading the open, I will be looking for short positions, intraday, morning session, FTSE 100 on the European Open. Are we going to get a fantastic open to scalp? Who knows? But we certainly will get some very good opportunities in the morning session of the FTSE 100 on the European Open, okay? Because there has been a significant rally for the last 2 hours and 10 minutes. So we should get some very good short opportunities intraday on the morning session. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I hope it doesn't pull back too much in pre-market, and it has. Okay. It's the longest minute ever, isn't it? Waiting for it to open. Okay, here we go. Okay guys, there's the open. Okay, beautiful. Okay, lovely pullback. It really has pushed away from the opening price, isn't it? Jesus. My chart is playing up again here today. Okay, so I'll be looking to go long. Is anybody else's chart playing up again today? Mine is. Second morning in a row now. Yeah, okay. Oof, beautiful. Okay, lovely pullback. Keep going, keep going, keep going. It's annoying, isn't it? The way the chart is doing this, and I know it's not my broker. I know it's the actual exchange itself. Okay, did anybody go long there? That was a nice pullback. And again. Okay, good, well done. Well done. You know, if you haven't, okay, beautiful. Okay, I ended up holding it for too long. I was so busy. You know, looking at what was going on with this chart. I ended up holding it for a little bit longer. So I still took a grain, but I'm a little bit annoyed, to be honest with you, at the chart lagging. I know it's not just myself. I know it's the exchange. So that's 2 mornings in a row. It's annoying, isn't it? I mean, I wouldn't have even entered if the chart didn't revert back to its normal kind of status. So unless this sells off and goes to retest the previous low, I'm definitely not going to double dip this. It was a nice pullback though, wasn't it? It's just annoying, isn't it, that that we're having these issues with the chart. So it's definitely the exchange, 100%, because you know we're all using different brokers and we're all having the same issue. So it's definitely the exchange. This never used to happen, guys, but it seems to, yeah, it seems to be becoming more and more common, doesn't it? It's lagging, yeah. Same here. I'm having this exact same issue. Okay, guys, the price action is really slowed down now. It really has slowed down a considerable amount. I'm not going to double dip the scalp. Instead, what I'll be doing is I will be waiting for the price to go back and retest the previous high. So the previous high being the last candle before the open. Okay, you can see that there, just above 7824. I'll be waiting for it to go back and retest the previous high. Then I'll look to go short intraday morning session FTSE 100 on the European Open. Okay, guys, as usual, if I see any good opportunities, I shall. Yeah, it is difficult to scalp. I shall stick them in the chat room. It's difficult to scalp when it's lagging like that, isn't it? Not so much if you're taking an intraday trade, but definitely if you're scalping, it's very. I mean, I wasn't even going to, but I ended up taking one. It kind of distorts the price action as well, doesn't it? So, okay, right. Have a good day. This afternoon we go again. Dow Jones on the US Open. Okay, guys, let me just take this position and then we'll discuss exactly why. Okay, there we go. Okay, guys, so the reason that I've taken this long position is I kind of missed the boat on this one. By the time I'd seen it, it was too late, so I'd missed the boat on it, so I was waiting for it again. It came back down to retest this previous low, this previous support level. It's not went anywhere near it, really. Look, it's not really tested it as such. So I went long, pre-market, Dow Jones, market opens in just a little under 3 hours. So this is pre-market. So we have minimum volume. So the price action will be quite slow. So we'll see how we get on with this. I expect this to reach at least 33,690, if not 33,700. Okay, so 33.7k. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets there. Okay, guys. So, and this is the thing, guys, about my approach in the Sambora trading community is we've got two different types of approaches. We scalp trade and we intraday trade. So when we scalp trade, we know that we're only going to get minimum points when we scalp trade. Sometimes maybe even just 5 points, so 5-10 points. But then what we do is we then move to intraday trading, and that's where we're looking for 10, 20, 40, 50, even 100 points. Okay, so we have the best of both worlds. We have two different approaches that are completely different. Okay, so it's very, very important to understand the difference in between the two. So scalp trading and intraday trading. In the Sambora trading community, we have the two approaches. Every single day, 5 days a week, we scalp and we intraday trade. So let's come back to this. I expect to get a fairly decent return. So what did I make? Just over €100 this morning, which it was a poor open, right? A poor open. I think I might have been about €140. I'm not sure. And this, I could easily get €300 out of this. So you're talking about, a good €450 just for a morning's work, guys. Just for a morning's work. We've not even went into the actual open of the Dow Jones New York Stock Exchange, and we've not even went into intraday trading on the Dow Jones in the morning session. So that's extra. So you're talking about €1,000 a day, guys. €1,000 a day. Very, very achievable, as long as you make sure that you implement that tight risk management approach. Okay, so we'll come back to this. I didn't get an opportunity to take an intraday trade this morning, FTSE 100 and European Open, because the setup simply wasn't there. So in the Sambora trading community, we never ever force a trade. If the setup is not there, we simply do not trade. And that's what happened this morning. Okay, so we had a very, very poor open this morning. There were some problems with the stock exchange. We then moved to intraday trading. I didn't take any because the setup wasn't there. Now we've came here, Dow Jones, pre-market, US Open. I expect to get a decent return here. As I said, I'm at least expecting it to hit 33,690, and I wouldn't be surprised if it reaches 33,700, so in which case I should get a very, very nice return. Let's come back to this. But again, guys, you've got to understand the approach. Scalp trading, intraday trading. In my community, we do the two. Minimum points, maximum points. Okay, guys, so here we go. I'm just going to take this. So €345, €380. Nice. Let's just take this. Okay, so closed on €363. My scalp this morning was 130, so not a bad morning's work, right? Not a bad morning's work at all. This is typically, the way my day goes. To be fair, I usually do take an intraday trade in the FTSE, but as I said, the setup just wasn't there. Okay, nice setup. Nice setup. And this is typically what we look for in the Sambora trading community, is these types of setups, right? So as I said, very important. We scalp trade and we intraday trade. You can see the difference, okay? You can really see the difference on the intraday trading. We can take our time. We're looking for a lot more points. I mean, some of my students easily make 50 points on a trade. You know, not all the time, but sometimes they do. Sometimes they make more, sometimes they make less. Same as myself. But it's been a strange old day because first of all we had issues this morning scalp trading the FTSE 100 on the European Open because of the London Stock Exchange feed. We had issues with it. Then we didn't get the intraday trade on the morning session on the FTSE like we normally do. So it's definitely not a normal morning. But this is quite normal. What we've done here later on is a pre-market position on the Dow Jones just before the US Open. So the market opens in 2 hours and 15 minutes or whatever it is. Yeah, this is a typical day in the Sambora trading community in terms of pre-market trading. Not this morning, because this morning was not a typical day. So again, guys, you know, I've heard a few people say that, you know, in the Sambora trading community, they're just looking for 5 points here and 5 points there. You know, that is not true. You know, somebody that hasn't got a clue what they're talking about and is not educated and doesn't know what's going on in the Sambora trading community might say that. But you can see, we scalp trade and we intraday trade in the Sambora trading community. We do the two. Okay, so you're not just getting minimum points. You're getting minimum points when you're scalp trading, as you would expect, but then you're getting maximum points when you're intraday trading. Okay, so we will leave it at that. You know, the FTSE was strange this morning. We don't normally see these events taking place, but I don't know what's going on. Okay. Now we move on to the US Open, so the Dow Jones and the US Open. That's what I'm saying, guys. You know, what's that? You know, over 400, about 450 euros, something like that. You know, and it's only 20 past 1 in the afternoon. We've not even scalp traded the US Open, and then we're also going to intraday trade. So we are looking at €1,000 a day. Okay, so it's pretty good, right? And that's an average day, by the way. That is an average day. These people that tell you that they're making 10 and 20k on a trade, you know, I don't know how they're doing it. If you can make 10k on a trade here, 20k on a trade there, I don't know how they're doing it, to be honest with you. So, you know, for me, you've got to be realistic, you know, about what you're looking for. I don't know how somebody makes 10 or 20k on a trade on a future. It just doesn't make sense to me. They must be using stupid amounts of margin. But it is what it is. In the Sambora trading community, we are very realistic in terms of what we can do. We know what we need to return X amount. You know, we're not living in fairyland over here. We're living in reality. See you guys very soon for another video.